simplifying of algebraic fraction. Okay, I'm going to record this lesson. I'm going to record this lesson. So just let you know. Okay. So algebraic fraction, okay, in the past, okay, what is algebraic fraction? Is that when we look at, for example, numbers, when we look at numbers, we know that numbers, okay, basically can also give us fractions. And when we talk about fractions, we are looking at the fact that a number, a fraction, where we express it, for example, in the form of, say, 4/6. This answer is not what we call not simplified. Okay, this is not simplified. Okay, so a fraction that we want it to be in the simplest form means that we need to cancel common factors. We need to cancel common factors from the top and the bottom, or basically the numerator and denominator. Okay, we need to cancel common factors from the numerator and denominator. That will involve you. Right, so that will involve you factorizing your numerator as well as your denominator. It will involve you factorizing your numerator as well as your denominator. Okay, in order to do cancellation. So, like for example, we look at 4 and 6, right? We know that 4 and 6, 4 can be written as, if I divide 2 and I divide 2 top and bottom, I get 2/3. Okay, so that's for numerical fraction. So how do we look at algebraic fractions? The algebraic fractions, again, if you look at the idea is that for fraction, you can recall, when we multiply the top and bottom, this is from the textbook, we multiply the top and bottom by the same number, all right, the value of the fraction does not change. Or when we divide the top and bottom by the same number, the value of the fraction does not change. Okay, so this is why, fraction is quite fun to play. We can do cancellation as long as we do it to the same, to the top and the bottom.
Concentrate. Later he like see talking.
Yes, is that you? You're not muted. Okay. Who's that? Who is that? Okay. Okay, just do me a favor. Help me to concentrate. Okay, yeah. So I think you heard Pierce. Okay, Pierce asking you to concentrate. Yeah. I think the most important, because this chapter is quite challenging. I believe that those of you who did the chapter, and I think even the strong ones, you actually struggle quite a bit. So there is quite a lot of sections that we need to talk about. Okay, so looking at this algebraic fraction, there are portions where we need to do cancellation. There are sections where we need to do cancellation. Okay, so next one, simplifying the following expression. Okay, so these are examples that I picked out from the textbook. Okay, if you want to know what chapter, is basically the same place where you get your practice set. Okay, basically it's your book 2A. It's your book 2A, chapter 6. It's your book 2A, chapter 6. Okay, so let's go through just this portion here. Let's say we look at 3. Okay, you can see that I take 3 and 9, this portion here. Okay, I basically cancel the top and the bottom. So what's happening is that, I take 3 and 9, I divide both the bottom by 3. 1, 3. Okay, second section, where I look at x and x over 4. Okay, some of you are a bit confused by x and x over. So if you look at just x and x to the power of 4, right, we can divide both top and bottom by x. Okay, we can divide both top and bottom by x. So if I divide by x and I divide by x, you can see that x cancel x will give me 1. X power 4 divided by x power 1, that will give me x to the power of 3. Okay, also we are cancelling common factors from the top and bottom. That will allow you to simplify your fraction. Okay, what about y cubed and y squared? So y cubed and y squared, y power 3, right, is y times y times y, in case you are lost. Okay, and y power 2 is like y multiplied by y. So if we cancel top and bottom, it's like I'm dividing by y square. Also, I get out with y over 1. Okay, so if you observe here, this is what we are doing. We are cancelling all the common factors to get the most simplified form algebraic fraction. Okay, also do pay close attention because the algebraic fraction got multiply, got divide. Those who do more, you get more and more, difficult. Okay. So how about questions like this? This is very similar to your question 6.2. Okay. Again, you must remember that when you deal with this algebraic fraction, you have. No, you raise hand. Huh? Okay. No, you want to ask the question?
No, sorry. I was renaming.
You're in. Okay. Can. So, give me a while. Sorry, my screen. Okay. Okay, just do me a favor. Huh? I think I can trust you all. I think you all are good kids. So, on Zoom, there is a certain accountability. Okay, can yeah, so try to pay attention also. Okay, so next one, a square plus 4ab square. Again, this is from page 136 of your textbook. Okay, so what do I do with this? How do I simplify this fraction? Simplifying really means that, just like a fraction, you want it to be in the simplest form. You want it to be the simplest form. So we have to factorize both the top and the bottom to cancel out common factors. Okay, and the factorization involve common factor, involve grouping, involve identity, so on and so forth. A squared plus 4ab squared. Okay, if you observe these two, there are two terms. We pull out a common factor A. All right, and you can see that the denominator also has a common factor A. Okay, so A and A are cancelled off. Okay, ma? Can So this is the cancellation that is done. It's the same as the one I did in the video which I sent you last night. Okay, so after that, observe that there's no more common factor, and this is the answer in the simplest form. Okay. Pierce okay, ma? Pierce are okay, Can Kelvin okay? Okay, so just checking your expression, make sure. Okay, things to note. Okay, always remember, you always try to extract the common factor. Okay, and you always try to do factorization. Okay, so if you are looking at, say, something like that, okay, okay, when you're factorizing, okay, do not do this. Okay, so some common mistakes, people, for example, write something like that, a square over a, and then they cancel out, like, for example, this and this. Okay, so this one is wrong. So the reason why this is wrong, because, okay, the a here, right, it is not a common factor. Okay, the a is not a common factor to the entire numerator. Okay, so you only cancel factors that are common to the entire numerator and denominator. Okay, you only cancel common factors that are to the entire numerator. Please write this down. Okay, so a square, you can see this a is not a factor to the entire numerator. Okay, so next portion, if you look at this, right? Okay, what if I have something like that? Say a plus xy, for example. Yeah, so this is the second type of a question. Then let's say I have an ab. Then a and a, you can see that a is a factor to the entire numerator, a is a factor to the entire denominator. So for this, I can cancel. Okay, for this, I can cancel. Can I? Okay, so with that, can you just help me look at question 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4. Okay, yeah, so for now, please help me to do. Question 6.1, 6.2, 6.3. Okay. For those who are done, just be patient because I only got one screen. So I'll share the answers very shortly. Okay, I'll share the answers very shortly. If you are fast, right? So if you are fast, so for example, if you are faster, just multitask to the popcorns that are sent on WhatsApp. Okay, or you can also do the practice sets. Okay. Okay, can I? Okay. So if you can just unmute or if you are shy, you can also text me. I can take a look.
Mr. May I go to the toilet?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay, does 10p square, okay, I got this question here. Does 10p square equals to 10p times p? Yes, I can say so. Okay, so I think you are referring to example 6.2. Okay, so thank you to the student who asked this. Example 6.2, 10p square, right? 10p square, yes, this refers to 10 times p, which is the same as 10p times p lah. Okay, so far? Cannot. So the student who asked this is yes, is 10p times p. Okay, so do take note that this is not entirely left hand key. Okay, so this is not 10p square. Okay, this is not 10p square. 10p, the whole thing square, right? This is actually 10p multiplied by 10p lah, because of the square. Because of the square. Okay, this is 10p multiplied by 10p. Okay, Okay, I received a question. So the question is that the student is stuck at sorry, give me a while. Okay, so stuck at 6.3b. So there's one of you who stuck at 6.3b. So I'm going to go through very quickly. Okay, 6.3b. Okay, for this question again, the idea is that you need to factorize the numerator and denominator. Okay, please make sure your camera can see your face. Okay, don't point at the toilet bowl or the floor. Okay. I don't want to see your floor. I want to see your handsome face and beautiful face. Okay. Can I? Okay, so factorize the numerator as well as the denominator. So while you're factorizing the numerator, right? Okay, so the student who asked this, when you factorize the numerator, I put n for short. Yeah. Use frame. Okay. Use frame method. So make sure you use the frame method because you see three terms. Okay, the student who asked, actually, I'm looking at your camera. So you need to show me your face. Okay. Okay, so you need okay, so 1, 2, 3. So because there are three terms, likely I will be using the frame method. Okay, so p square uh 12q square, then maybe I'll put a p because I can only do p. 12q square, perhaps I'm thinking because I see the center is a minus 7pq, right? 7pq. Hadi, are you okay? Hadi, maybe you show me your face. I think you're pointing in the wrong direction. Your iPad is pointing towards the yeah. Show me your face, okay? So then after that, 12q square, maybe you can put minus 3q and minus 4q. Okay, so checkpoint 1 for the student who asked this, right? Your numerator, try to get something like this: p minus 3q and p minus 4q. Okay, ma? Can I? Okay. Checkpoint 2. For the student who asked this, factorize your denominator. Same thing. Factorize your denominator. You factorize your denominator and just use common factor. Okay, so for checkpoint 2, try to obtain that your answer for denominator should look something like 5p bracket p minus 4q. Okay, now because I'm switching screen quite fast, don't take a photo. Let's say if I'm too fast. Okay, can I? So for this, once you obtain this as your numerator and this as your denominator, you should find that there are things to cancel off. Okay, can I?
Mr. Tan, Yulia is joining soon because she said she forgot.
Okay, can. Thank you. If you all can, do keep your camera on. Do keep your camera on. Can I? Do keep your camera on so that I can see your expression. Can see your expression. Then do WhatsApp me. Okay. Okay, I have a student who asked for 6.3a. So I'm going to go through 6.3a as well. Okay, 6.3a. Okay, 6.3a, right? Again, you want to make sure that your fraction is in the simplified form. Okay, so I'm just going to give you 2 checkpoints. Checkpoint 1, okay, factorize your numerator. And checkpoint 1, try to obtain that your numerator, you always plot the highest common factor. It should look something like this. Okay, and second step, factorize your denominator. So your numerator, basically, you use common factor. You use common factor. Okay. One of the students asked for part 7. Just give me a while, okay? For part 7, I will do it later. I'll do it later. I may not be able to do today. Okay, Can I? Okay, so factorize the denominator using algebraic identities. So the student who asked this, right? The identity that you need, what you need is a square minus b square. A square minus b square is equals to a minus b bracket a plus b. Okay, so this is your numerator. And checkpoint 2, for the student who asked this, try to show that your denominator looks like b minus 3b plus 3. Okay, so once you get this as your denominator and numerator, I think you should be successful. Okay, and Sabrina, can you on your camera? You try to keep your camera on, okay? Can Or is it you're using the device to check other things? No, okay. Then you just try to keep your camera on. Hardy, also can you keep your camera on? Okay, one student asked for popcorn for part 7, so I'm just going to do a quick jump. Okay, okay, so over here. Okay, so don't worry for the rest of the main menu today is part 6. Okay, so this is topic 7, popcorn 7. Okay, popcorn 7. So for this, right? Okay, this student has gotten to this step. What I just want to share with you is this. Very simple. When you want to make something the subject, all the terms of interest should be on one side. So for example, if f is the subject, put all the terms with f on one side. Okay, this is step 1. Okay, okay, put all the terms with f on one side. Okay, then step 2, you pull out f by factorizing. Okay, so what do I mean? Okay, so you can see this step. These are the 2 terms that have the f square, right? I pull it out, equals to su. Okay, in fact, if I multiply all by -1, it will look better. Okay, something like this. Sorry, it will look something like that. S of f square minus bf square. If the student who asked, I'm trying to look at you. I'll look at you. Can I? After that, factorize out your f square. So far, okay? Can I? Okay. Bring this over to the left. Then you square root both sides. Now f square is equals to su over s minus b. You now turn on your camera. On your camera. Can I keep it on? Then f is plus minus square root sb s minus b. Okay, so far? Can I? The student. Sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, try to WhatsApp me if you have question. The camera will still be on if you are checking other things. Okay, can understand. Okay, so let me go back to this. Okay, let me see if you all have problem with. Okay, one student asked for topic 7, part 4. So very quickly, okay, for this portion. Okay, in case you are also multitasking at this popcorn, just let me know. This is a request from a student. Okay, so this portion here, x squared minus y squared, right? Okay, very simple. Okay, this girl who asked, I just want to share with you a few things. Okay, maybe you think about the fact, okay, use algebraic identity, use algebraic identity, and you can show that x squared minus y squared is x minus y bracket x plus y. Okay, yeah, where's the student who asked? Okay, I'm looking at you or something, just to make sure you understand. Okay, so x minus y, right? Given the fact that you know this, now x is greater than y greater than 0. So I was asking, why they tell me this one? Okay, the reason very simple. The reason is to tell you that means if I do this, x minus y is more than y minus y, right? Which is actually y minus y is like 0. So x minus y is more than 0. Is that okay? Can okay. So I just want to share with you. Okay, use part 1, use part 3 answer. You can show that x minus y is square root 41. For x plus y, you use part 4 answer. You can actually show that x plus y is equals to 9. Okay, so far? Cannot. There are 2 possible square roots, but you use the positive one. Use the positive one. Can okay, just now one student asked me for 6.4. That should be okay. Okay, can I just check? All of you done with 6.1? Okay, is there anyone who haven't do 6.1 yet? You can just text me or. I know not easy for you all. Okay, so just we try our best after to stay focused. Okay, after to stay focused. Can I go through 6.4? Can. Okay. The one student asked for 6.4. Just give me a while. Give me a while. Okay. Then again, if you want to ask me question, try to WhatsApp me. Can Thank you. Okay, 6.4. Okay, I think the answer is here. Yeah. For 6.1 part B. So again, I look at this portion. I mean, okay, you can see that I look at. Yeah, go ahead, go to the toilet. Hamza, can go. Your own house, I'm going to ask me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so x power 4, then there's y cube, then got x minus y power 3. So you see, okay, 9 over 27. Let me write it bigger for you. Okay. So x power 4, x power 2, then there's a y cube. So you can see I purposely cancel like that. Y power 3, x minus y, right? Okay. 9 and 27, I can cancel. So I divide both top and bottom by 9. If I divide by 9, I get 1. If I divide by 9, I get 3. Okay, x power 4, x power 2. If I cancel, again, I'm left with 1 at the bottom, x power 2 at the top. Okay, if you are not sure why, I just want to show you. Okay, when we talk about x power 4, it's like x power 4 is like x multiplied by x multiplied by x multiplied by x itself 4 times. Okay, x power 2 is like x multiplied by x multiplied by 1. So if I divide both the top and bottom, so-called by x power 2, okay, by x power 2, oh dear, it's recording. So x power 2, cancel, 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 cancel. You can see that I'm left with an x squared. Okay, okay? Can okay, so from here, this is x squared. Y cube has nobody to cancel, that's y cube. Now x minus y power 3, x minus y power 1. Okay, power 3, power 1. You can see in general, if I cancel, if I just divide both the top and bottom by x minus y, okay, so this and this will cancel, I have power 2. This and this will cancel, I have power 1. So what am I left with? I'm left with 1/3 x squared on the top, y cubed at the bottom, x minus y squared at the top. So from here, answer is x squared, x minus y squared, that's why y cubed. That's a 3, sorry, that's a 3. And that's all. That's my answer. Okay? Can Hamza, where are you? Hamza.
Mr. Tan. Can I? Mr.
Sorry, who? Nabil, right?
Nabil. Yeah, Mr. Tan, can I get help with 6.3b?
6.3b. Okay, can. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, 6.3b, yeah. Okay, 6.3b. Okay, so Nabil, okay. So what you do are very simple. Okay, you factorize the numerator. So the numerator, right, you factorize using frame because you see 3 terms, right? So likely if got 3 terms, likely it's frame, because there's the 2 quadratic terms and there's 1 center term for you to use frame. So checkpoint 1, right, you try to show that your numerator looks like that. Checkpoint 2, for denominator, you factorize. Try to show that for denominator, Nabi, you just use common factor. So the denominator, you can plot a 5p. Okay, and you can see that there are things to cancel out. Okay, there are things to cancel out. Okay, can okay, I might be switching screen quite soon, so you just help me take photo. Okay, can Sabrina, can you keep your camera on? Sabrina, can you keep your camera on?
Sorry, it was my sister.
Sorry? Yeah, okay, don't worry, it's fine. Okay. Okay, just try to help me keep your camera on so I can see your work. Okay. Okay. What? Sorry?
Can I get help for 6.3c?
6.3c. Okay, got one student asked me for 6.4. Sorry. Okay, I go in sequence. You just wait for me a while, can? I can sequence now. Okay.
17.
So,
Do you?
okay. 6.3c. Okay. For this, okay. It looks like it's power 4, so it's a bit scary, right? It's a bit scary, okay. So what you do, very simple. Okay, you see that got 3 terms, right? Actually, is frame method. Is frame. So okay. Can I say that if I use a frame, okay, it looks very scary, but okay, you can see I put 6, okay. Can I say that n power 4 is like n power 2 times n power 2? Is that okay? Okay, can I say that 6 is like, okay, because, okay, Pierce, you saw that there's a -5, right? So that means for 6, right, okay, we need to change. Should we use 2 times 3 or should we use -3 times -2? Given that you see a negative sign here. If you use 3 and 2, right, +3, +2 as the factors, right? So let's say you see, okay, if we use +3 +2, right, you will see that what comes up is a positive sum, right? Am I right? Okay, so if I want a negative sum, what should I be using? Should I be using +3 +2? Give me 6. Or what should I be using? Given that I want a negative outcome.
Both negative.
Correct. Very good. So both negative. So I want so-called really a -3 and a -2. Okay, so far? Can I? Okay, so let's try this. Checkpoint one. Yes. Try to show that your numerator, you use frame, use frame, and you try to obtain that your numerator looks like this. N square minus 3 bracket n square plus 2. Sorry, -2. -2. Okay. Can I? Okay, so Pierce, checkpoint two, for your denominator, what you do is you use algebraic identity. Okay, use the fact that, okay, one of the fun things now, okay, we know that a square minus b square, right? One of the identities is a minus b, a plus b, right? Okay, but can I also say that, if I take a power 4, a power 4 minus 9, can I say it looks something like a power 2 square minus 3 square? Can I say this? This okay, ma? Can I say this? I mean, if I look at the denominator, power 4, power 4, sorry, it should be n. Okay, so can I say that n power 4 is the same as n square square? Can I say that it looks something like that? Oh, okay, ma? Can I? Okay, so you don't need to argue, you just nod your head or give me a thumbs up, I understand. So checkpoint 2, right? You help me show that your denominator is equals to n square minus 3, n square plus 3. Okay, so for those who ask for 6.3b, just try to get this in your numerator and your denominator, and you should be successful. Okay? Can I? Okay, I might be switching screen soon, so if you need to, just take your handphone, take a picture. Can I? Okay, next question. Okay, one student asked, how do you know when to use algebraic identity and multiplication frame to factorize? Okay, good question. Okay, so one student asked for this. How do you know when to use algebraic identity and multiplication frame to factorize? Okay, so to do this, first of all, basically, right, okay, identities, right, is first of all, you must recognize. Okay, where's the student who asked? I'm looking at you, Yeah. Okay, so algebraic identities, right, you have to see is either of the form, you either are looking for something like this, or a square minus 2ab plus b square, or it's like a square minus b square. So your algebraic terms will look something like that. Is that okay? Can I? Example, Okay, example, x square plus 6x plus 3. Okay, this one, example, x square minus 6x plus 3. Or you can see a difference of two square. Example, like the one we saw just now, say x square minus 100, x square minus 81, y square minus 49, or even something like 2y bracket square minus 64. Is it okay? Can I? So you need to see pattern. You need to see pattern. You need to recognize the template in order to factorize. Okay? And I just want to say for identity, right? Most of the time, you see three terms. Most of the time, out of the three cases, right? Usually three terms. Okay, usually two out of three cases, you see three terms. Okay, you see three terms. Can I? You see three terms. Okay, ma? Can I? So three terms usually is identity also. Multiplication frame also three terms. Okay, the fact is, okay, if you don't know algebraic identity, right, and you use multiplication frame, can also. Can also, it will work also. It will work also. So for example, right? Let's say if this one should be 9. Okay. Let's say, for example, I try to factorize x squared plus 6x plus 9. I can use frame. This is x squared. This is 9. X, 3, 3. 3x, 3x. You can see that I get the same thing, which is x plus 3 bracket square. I can do the identity. I can use it by frame. Okay, can but you need to know both lah. You need to know both. Okay, can okay. Okay, one more question from a student asks, why can't we open the bracket for 6.1b? Why can't we open the bracket for 6.1b? Is there a bracket to open? Let me ask student.
Like the bracket x minus y. That one can open the bracket.
Bracket x minus y. Oh, okay, can open. So, meaning, are you saying that your final answer you open this one?
Yeah.
Can, but this is the final version, right? You never go and cancel anything else, right? Like, so that means, am I right to say that you left your answer as this? Something like that. X squared minus 2xy plus y squared?
Yeah. I mean, like, I calculated in also.
Oh, okay. Actually, okay. Look, good question. Okay. Your answer is not wrong. It's just that, okay, usually, you know, if you are simplifying fraction, right? Your motivation is to keep your terms factorized or to keep your terms expanded.
Factorize.
Correct. Because you want to look in case got things to cancel, correct or not? So that's why if I were you, I will keep my fraction in this form. So easier to cancel. Okay,
okay.
Cannot. Okay. Okay, one student asked for 6.4b. 6.4b. Okay. Okay, before I go on, can I just check, has everyone done 6.2? Has everyone done 6.2? Okay, I'm going to write the answer down for 6.2 first before I go to 6.4. Okay, for 6.2, give me a sec. 6.2, your answer, I think, is 3 over 2p minus 1. This one should be z over 4. Okay? Z over 4. Let me just leave it here on the screen for a while. If please help me to mark. I may be getting some of you to submit to send me the copy of your notes later. Okay? Can
Sure. If for 6.2c, right, it's like in exam we don't simplify it to half, right? Is it okay? We won't get penalized, right?
No, it's z on top.
Z?
It's z. The variable is z, not half.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Sorry. Maybe I write it. Okay, I write my z this way. Okay. Z over 4. Can so I mean, just a sidetrack from your question. If during exam the fraction is not left in the simplest form, we will lose the answer mark. Okay, can Okay, one student asked for 6.2c, so I'm just going to go through for 6.2c. Can Okay, just give me a sec. Okay, 6.2c, for this question, okay, for the student who asked this, let me look at you. Okay, I'm looking at you. So z, checkpoint one, you factorize your numerator by common factor. Okay, you try to show that your numerator looks like that. Z bracket z minus 4. Is that okay? Checkpoint 2, you try to factorize your denominator also. Your denominator, you also use common factor. By common factor. Try to show that your denominator is 4 bracket z minus 4. Once you can show that, right, you can see that your numerator and denominator got things to cancel. Okay, ma? Can ah? Can ah? Okay, thank you for nodding your head. Easy form to check your response as well. Okay. Okay, okay, 6.4. Some of you asked for 6.4. Okay, give me a while. Okay. Can you just help me mark your answer for 6.3 first? Have you all done 6.3? Some have, some haven't, right? Haven't. Okay, okay. Then I'll wait a while. I'll wait a while first. Okay. I'll just try the answer. I'll try the answer. So don't worry. For 6.3a, your answer should be 3b over b plus 3. For 6.3b, I believe your answer is p minus 3q over 5p. For 6.3c, your answer should be n square minus 2 over n square plus 3. Okay? I'll just leave it on the screen for a while. I'll leave it on the screen for a while. Okay. In 1 minute's time, I'll be going on to question 6.4. So 6.4, I need to teach you all some things. Okay. I will not be going through questions. I need to teach some things. Okay. So help me to give me your.
I don't know how to do.
Huh? Whose voice is that? Sounds like Kelvin. Is it Kelvin's voice?
No, that was
cute, the
not
voice.
me. Okay, that's not me. That's not me.
You're asking for 6.4 a and b. Okay, just give me a while. Mulan also. Sorry. Give me a while. Okay. Okay. Okay, one student got B wrong and don't understand. Can I just check? The student who asked me say I got B wrong. Are you talking about 6.2b, 6.3b, or where are you? Okay, I'm looking at you.
6.3b.
6.3b. Okay, 6.3b, right? Can I just check? Does your numerator look like this? Checkpoint 2. Does your denominator look like this?
My numerator looks different, but my denominator is the same.
Okay, so if your numerator is different, it could be that you could have made a careless mistake while factorizing using the frame. So make sure that you factorize p square p and p, 12q square minus 4q minus 12q, right? Then this portion that will give you minus 3pq. This portion will give you minus 4pq. So these two add up will be your minus 7pq. Okay, ma? Can I? Okay. Can I go through question 6.3? Okay, I'll just make sure everyone's good at 6.3. Okay. Student who asked for 6.3, yeah? Okay. Can I just check? Okay, I'm looking at you. I'm trying to find your face. Okay, sorry, my screen not big enough. Okay. Okay, 6.3a. Okay. 6.3a, 3b square minus 9b. Okay. 3b bracket b minus 3. Do you get this for numerator? The student who asked, I'm looking at you. Okay. Can get this one for numerator? Can. Denominator, do you get this? B minus 3b plus 3? Don't have. So basically for denominator, that means, okay, the mistake is probably a denominator. You factorize using algebraic identity. Okay, which is your topic 6 part. Topic 6 part 4. Topic 6 part 4. Okay, where you need to factorize using algebraic identity. So that is the portion that we learned over here. Okay, it's the portion that we learned over here. Okay, remember this part that we did last week, the dance studio. Okay, so the one that we're using, right, guys, is this one, a square minus b square. Okay, a square minus b square. So from here, we factorize our denominator using a minus b, a plus. Okay, can okay, one student got 6.3c wrong. I just want to ask for your attention at this. This, yes, correct. AB bracket AB power 2 is A power 2, B power 2. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 6.3c. 6.3c. Where's the boy who asked this? Okay, I'm looking at you. Okay. Can I just check? Okay, 6.3c. Okay, what you need to do, right? You need to factorize your numerator. Okay, so when you factorize your numerator, okay, it's power 4, so it looks a bit scary. But if you can I say that power 4, can be power 2, power 2? Cannot. So then the plus 6, right? Can I say it's minus 2, minus 3? So the reason why I choose minus 2, minus 3 is because my center term is negative. So I won't choose plus 2, plus 3 because that will give me a positive outcome. So I say minus 3n squared, minus 2n squared. So first checkpoint, okay, you try to show that your numerator looks like that. Using frame, factorize using frame. Is that okay? Do you get this? You got this for numerator? The boy who asked, I'm looking at you. The boy who's asking, I'm looking at you. Okay, so do you get this for numerator? You got this. Okay. Do you get this for denominator? You got it for denominator. Is that actually okay? What? That means you should be able to. You didn't get this for denominator. Okay. You shake head, then you not it. So I also confused. Hamza, can you unmute? I just asked you a question. Okay. Hamza, is it okay? You unmute? Hamza, can you unmute?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just check. Your numerator, do you get this one?
I got that one, but then like I didn't know what to do with the n power 4. So like I put n power 4, then it's
Understand. So n power 4, right? Can I say it's n power 2 times n power 2? Cannot. So I mean, okay, this part is very challenging. It's really very difficult. Okay. So just follow us close. You see n power 4, right? I took it as n squared. So I'm still using the frame method. Power 6, right? I use minus 2, minus 3. Okay? Cannot. So when you factorize it, you can see that Hamza, this guy will give you minus 3n squared. This guy will give you minus 2n squared. Can? Okay, ma? Can? Comfortable with this part that your numerator looks like that? It's quite challenging. It's quite challenging. Okay, if you don't know how to do this question, you don't be depressed because the questions are already quite hard. Okay, so just embrace it positively. You feel happy that when you see something you don't know how to do. Okay. Okay. So can I just check if you need anything, any help or what? Okay, let me know. Okay. 6.4. Okay. Are y'all okay to listen to me? Just give me 1 minute of your time. Can I? 1 minute of your time. Okay, 6.4. Okay, you notice our notes, sometimes it's a bit harsh. Okay, I find our notes sometimes not very friendly because they just throw us to the deep end. So at 6 point, I also did some reflection. You can see that, if we were to just do the notes straight away, and we look at this kind of question, it will scare people off. Yeah, so that's why now I also learned for basically every part of the notes, I add a few sections of the textbook just to share with you all. Okay, so you can also see which part of the textbook I'm looking at. This is basically from page 138 of textbook 2A. Okay, textbook 2A. Okay, so when we multiply or divide algebraic fraction, Okay, basically, you know, let's say in primary school you learn, if I take 1 over 2 times 3 over 5, the top multiplied by the top, the bottom multiplied by the bottom. Okay, each level they will mind their own business. Am I right? Okay, so this is not cross multiply. It is not cross multiply. Okay, okay, Mulan, pay attention, pay attention. Okay, so 1 times 3, 2 times 5, top and bottom. Similarly, if we do it for fraction, AC, B times D. Okay, can so A and C, B and D. AC at the top, B at the bottom. So what does it mean? Okay, when we multiply fraction, and it's the same as divide. When we divide, all we have to do is to change to times. Okay, still remember all this from primary school? Secondary school, no change. Okay, we do not need to create common denominator. Okay, take note, we do not need to create common denominator. When we are adding, when we are multiplying and dividing, so there's don't need to have common. Okay, let me see. Okay, just replying you there. Okay, so okay, so we do not need to have a common denominator. Okay, so there's no need to go and create. Okay, when do we need common denominator? Is when we are adding. Okay, when we are adding, which later on I will go through. So let me show you an example. Okay, especially those who are stuck at 6.4, you might want to listen. You might want to listen. Okay, okay, so AB over C square times 4C over 6A square B. Okay, when we are multiplying like that, right? Because the top is like one whole team, and the denominator is like one whole team. This means that, you know, I can see this as a gigantic numerator, and this is a gigantic denominator. It allows me to cancel. I can actually cancel the top and bottom. Okay, so B, like for example, you look at AB square, okay, B and B can cancel off. A at the top, A at the bottom can cancel off. C at the top, C at the bottom can cancel off. So when you multiply and divide fractions, you just look at the top and look at the bottom. Okay, look, cancel. This is not cross multiply. Must remember, this is not cross multiply. Okay, you are talking about multiplying. Cross multiply is when you look at equation. Ignatius, pay attention, stop shaking your chair. Okay, look at Ignatius. Look at me, stop turning around. Okay, so you are just cancelling factors. Okay, just cancelling factors from the top and the bottom. Clear so far? Clear so far? But when you look at a question like D, so you look at D, wow, D is like crazy, man. So D is like, wow, how do we know again whether there are factors to cancel? And this will involve you doing something called factorization. That's why you see that factorization is taught before this. Okay, because you realize that every single step you are taking in today's and Friday's lesson, you are doing factorization first before you can take action. Okay, you are doing factorization first. So h squared minus 2h plus 1. Yeah, you can see that what they did. Whoa, they take out. Okay, they actually factorize it using algebraic identity. Then they look for common factor to cancel between the top and the bottom. Okay, man. It's the same for C. Factorize. You see, they factorize before they cancel. They factorize, then they cancel. Factorize, then they cancel. Okay. Let me see your expression. Hamza, are you okay? Are you like that? Like you're gonna cry at that time. So okay. So it's your expression. Sami, Tanya, okay? So I just want to share with you all this part. Before you do the next portion. Okay. So with that, can you look at 6.4? Can you look at 6.4? Okay, if you are at 6.5, try to wait for me a while. Try to wait for me a while, okay? I didn't sleep well, so I'm a bit tired. Okay, I mean, later can get some time to rest. Yeah. Okay, 6.4. The students who asked, wait, just check if you have 6.4b and 6.5. 6.4b and 6.5. Okay. 6.4b and 6.5. Okay, I have a student who asked for I have a student who asked for 6.4b ADR, so I'm just going to go through. So, okay. 6.4b, right? Okay, what I do is, okay, I see this as one big fraction. I see this as one big fraction. Okay, so this is what I do. I do slowly. I know it's not easy. So I feel the pain. Just look at the top first. Look at the top first. Okay, we simplify the top first. Okay. So from here, top and bottom cancel out 1a. Okay, I can divide by a at the top and the bottom, because this is one gigantic numerator and this is one gigantic denominator. All remember that. Yeah, this is not cross multiply. When you do multiplication of fraction, top goes with top, bottom goes with bottom. Okay, next one, b square cancel out one term as well. Okay, then I have ab at the top, denominator I have c and c, I have a c square. Okay, so this is my numerator. Okay, can is Yulia back in? Yulia not back in. Yulia back in? Yulia back in. Okay, can good. Okay. So then the denominator looks like that. C square over AB. So can I say something like this? For those who ask for 6.4b, can I say that it looks something like that? It's like you have one whole village here fighting against another village here. Okay, ma? The boy who asked, I'm looking at you. So okay, so it's like you have one whole entity here divided by another entity here. So this is how you see, right? Okay, you see the question when it's not advantageous, right? We can always put it in the form that we are comfortable with. Can I say that it looks like that? I see this as a big division sign. So I see this as a big division sign. A big division sign. Is it okay? Can I? So then I simplify this. Can? I leave the rest to you to try. I leave the rest to you to try. Okay, no? Okay. One student asked for 6.5. Okay. 6.5. One student asked for 6.5. Okay. So I'm going to stop at this part here. I give you all to try. 6.5. This was 6.5. Okay, the student who asked for 6.5, are you talking about 6.5 A, B, or C? Or everything? I'm looking at you. I can't see your face. Okay. You can text me. Is it A, B, or C, or is it okay? I just go through one part, or A? Okay, thank you. So for 6.5, we are adding fractions. For 6.5, we are adding fractions. So when we add fractions, right, just like in book 1, two months ago, we need to create the LCM. We need to make sure that the denominator is the same before we add. Okay, so far? Can if you can try to show me your full face now. Okay, so it's the same when we look at this chapter. You try to ensure that your denominator is the same. If they are not the same, right, you try to push for the same LCM by getting into the LCM. So you can see that, for example, 3A, 5A, right? I push both to 15A by multiplying by 5 over 5. This one I multiply by 3 over 3. So I multiply by 5 over 5, multiply by 5 over 5. This one I multiply by 3 over 3. So you can see that I get the same denominator. Okay, can Okay, try to show me your full face, all of you, all, so that I can see your expression. If it's too high, just try to push your camera down a bit. It's for me, like, to help me. So when I look at your face, I will try try to see whether you understand or don't understand. So whether I need to repeat or not. Okay, yeah. So it's the same for this question here, 6.5. Okay, if I look at 6m, 3m and 2n, definitely right, they are not the same denominator. So what I do is I will create the same denominator. I recognize that, wow, if I look at these two, okay, first, right, checkpoint, okay, you need to recognize that find the LCM of 3m and 2m. Is that okay? So you try to obtain, that's checkpoint 1. Checkpoint 2, you try to have something like this. You have something like this for me. Is that okay? Checkpoint 3, your final answer should be, it's a very disgusting one, so sorry. It's a very disgusting one. Okay, so this is going through 6.5. Okay. If you need, just help me to take a photo because I might be switching screen very soon. Max, I can hear you talking. Like, who are you talking to? Okay, Max, stay with me. Stay with me. Yeah. Okay. Have I answered Mula's question? All okay so far? Okay so far. So far, no questions from anyone. Okay, 6.4. If all goes well, your answer should look something like this. 6.4 actually is a very nice number. The answer is negative half. For B, the answer is supposed to be a power 2, b squared c power 4. Okay, nobody asked for 6.4a. I'm just going to say a bit of things. So 6.4a, checkpoint 1, flip the division to times. Okay, and try to get something like this. 3n minus n, m plus n, multiply with m plus n, 2n minus 6n. Okay, checkpoint 2, factorize all numerators and denominator if possible. Okay, checkpoint 3, do cancellation. Cancel top and bottom. Okay, cancel anything, common thing between top and bottom. Whether it's on the left or right, cancel the top and the bottom. Okay, finally, you should get your answer equals to half. It's a very nice and sexy answer. Okay. As you are doing now, I'm just going around to see your expression now and try to show me your face so that I can see whether you're okay or not. Okay, so if you are struggling, please do WhatsApp so that I can help you. Yeah. Kelvin, so far okay? So far okay, all good. (6.4a). Okay, 6.4a, right? Okay, you flip. Okay, one student asked for 6.4a, so I'm looking at you. You flip, when I flip division to times, right? I flip the numerator and denominator. Do you agree? And also this will become this. Is that right? The boy who asked, I'm looking at you. Okay. Can where are you? Where are you? Okay, can is it okay? Can So after that, right? Okay, you factorize your numerator and denominator. That's checkpoint 2. So your denominator, right? This guy can factorize. Agree? Is it okay? So that means that when you factorize, right, you can find that it's like 2 n minus 3m. Can I say that? Can I also say that it's negative 2 of 3m minus n? Can I? I went a bit deep. I went a bit hard with that. I took out a minus sign. Is that okay? The reason is so that you can see that I actually have something in common. Okay, I have something in common. So the boy who asked this, right? Okay, when I see n minus 3m and 3m minus n, I can see that they are 倒反. They are 倒反, but they can actually be common. They can actually be common. Agree, ma? Okay, this is a difficult kind of question where we got see before, where they show you something common, but the order is different. So I flip the sign. Okay? From there, I do my cancellation. You can see green color, cancel, cancel. Cancel, cancel. I left with a 1 at the top, negative 2 at the bottom. Is that okay? Can I? Okay, thank you for asking. 6.4a is negative half. Yes, correct. The student who asked this, 6.4a is negative half. I think is so one student is asking for this. I just want to let you know, yes, you're correct. 6.4a is negative half. Can I? I'm looking at you also. You are asking the question. So you can do look at me. Can I? Can I? Okay. Okay. So okay, for Friday, maybe before Friday lesson, please try to finish up to question 6.5. Okay, try to finish up to question 6.5. Then try to do your practice sets lah. Try to do your practice sets. Okay, as much as possible. I think some of you owe me topic 5 work as well. Okay, owe me topic 5 work. So try to submit. Okay, I think a lot of the. I don't know if you all can see my screen. Can you all see my screen? Can Okay, so maybe I just show. Okay, let's say I just look at, for example, topic 6. Okay, topic 6. And see, okay, I think it's about the same few people. Okay, so those who, some will be Sabrina, Jing Kai, Hadi, Nabil, Mulan. This is topic 6. Do go inside to check your work. So for example, you can go inside and you can see. Let's say look at Kelvin. Kelvin, topic 7 work not really in, but topic 6 all in. Okay. If I look at Kaden, Kaden, you see? Kaden, where are you? Kaden, you look at your one, there's some in, some not in. Okay. So Kaden, I think the last time you owe is all the way until topic 5. So if you see a sign, please go and submit. So please do the due diligence to submit your work. Because all this, when you talk about end of year, all the topics will be tested. Okay? Okay, if not, that's all for today. Reminder, Friday lesson, finish up to question 6.5. Okay? Can? Thank you. Okay, have a good day. See all of you. Bye-bye. Maybe you all can unmute and say bye-bye. Okay. Usually etiquette is they'll unmute and then they'll say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.